Hey, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. How are you tonight? It's a wonderful Friday evening, and being single and a ham radio operator, where do you think you'd find me? In front of my radios. Why am I wearing the headphones now? Okay, what we're going to do is at 8:05 Eastern, which is in about 7 minutes, the ISS is about to make another pass, and this pass is going to be about a 58-degree pass, 58.9 to be exact. So if 90 degrees is straight up, 30 degrees off vertical is where this ISS is going to pass, and we are going to try to make some contacts on it. The ISS has been active today. No astronauts talking because they're kind of busy. If you follow me on Twitter and or Facebook, you will see I posted a video by one of the astronauts explaining how the contacts work and how often they get to do it. So you'll find out why it's rare. Mostly the ISS radio works on a crossband repeat system. What is that? Crossband repeat means you're going to send on one band and receive on the other. In other words, it crosses the bands. Simple. Cross the bands. X, just like Twitter. Anyway, so what it is that you transmit up on 2 meters and you receive on 70 centimeters. Those are two bands used by ham radio operators, mostly in the technician class, and mostly for what's the word I'm looking for? Practical use. Like I have a Note at my house that's on a 2-meter antenna, and I can pick that up with both my HT, which is what's connected to it right now, and I could also connect to it in the FTM 300 that I have in my car. Those radios connect to my node here and then go out over the internet. That's not a crossband repeat, but it can be. It can work as a crossband repeat. But 2 meters and 70 centimeters are basically wide open to technician class license holders. When I got my technician's license, I had no idea you could talk to satellites, or talk through satellites is the correct terminology. And by talking through satellites, you can reach a larger distance. I explained it this way when I was talking to Mike K8MRD the other day. If you took a flashlight, you shined it on a wall straight in front of you, the light would be like this big. But if you shined it out the window at a tree way far away, it would be huge, right? Because it spreads out. Well, guess what happens with your frequencies when you transmit to the station on 2 meters? It comes back on 70 centimeters, but it's coming from 250 miles up. As a matter of fact, right now the ISS is 262 miles above the Earth. I can show you that on my geochron. We'll give you the geochron view right here. This is the geochron. If you look to the left and right in below Alaska, that yellow circle is the footprint of the ISS. Chances are on 2 meters or 70 centimeters, you're not going to be able to transmit that far. This basically is touching Hawaii and Alaska. If I was in Hawaii, I could never reach Alaska on 2 meters. However, if I hit the ISS in the middle and it retransmits on 70 centimeters, I could pick myself up in Alaska on 70 centimeters. Well, that's exactly what we're doing here. As the ISS moves out over me, which you can see on the bottom right, where you see all those lines, those are the FT8 contacts I made in the last 24 hours. As that dotted yellow line passes over my house, you're going to be able to see it and hear it. And here you got a view of me on the top right. Just below me is my Yaesu 5500 antenna rotor and my 2 Yagi antennas. One is on 70 centimeters and one is on 2 meters. We're going to be transmitting on 2 meters and receiving on 70 centimeters. Do not let satellites scare you or mystify you. It's nothing but a crossband repeater in the sky. So they all have a PL tone to get in. This particular one has a PL of 67. So you set your transmit PL for 67. You don't need one on the receive. And you can transmit up on 2 meters and listen on 70 centimeters and hear yourself coming back. So this is why it said you should use a full duplex radio so you could hear yourself. But I'll tell you, there's some faults with full duplex. I'll tell you why. If you took the transmit frequency, which is 145,990 is the uplink, and you multiply it times 3, what does that come out to? Right around 437, which is the downlink frequency. So you'll notice before I actually get the repeater and I transmit, you will see static on the waterfall on the radio that you see below the antenna blinking back and forth between upper sideband, lower sideband, and but it's not sideband on this radio. It's FM. So you'll see it switching. What it's doing is it's adjusting for the Doppler effect. I explained that numerous times. You know what the Doppler effect is. We have a few minutes. That's why I'm talking. Actually, no, we don't. We have about a minute. I'm looking at the map. If you look at this right here, the polar coordinates of the satellite, you could see this little diamond, this red diamond right here is the satellite. And it's going to move right over this green spot. Right at the green spot, it's going to come across the horizon and rise. My antenna will turn, about a minute before it gets there, my antenna will turn and aim at it. So you'll know when you see the antenna start moving, you know we're a minute away from contact. I do this because I love it. You could see here the, oh, by the way, if you want to chat with me, you can just go on YouTube or Rumble and send a message via chat and I'll get it. I can put it up on the screen. I was testing earlier. I typed this in just to test it. You can see how nice it looks when I click on it. So if you want to say anything to me, come on back and get with me. I put a little video on YouTube telling I was going to do this, but I haven't heard anything from anybody yet. It's a Friday night. Nobody's home but me. I'm the only one. And whoever else we hear on the radio. We're the losers that sit on the radio at night on Friday nights instead of going out and partying and karaoke and all that stuff. But it ain't me, babe. No, 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 it ain't me, babe. Stop singing, Mike. That's not what this... By the way, I got an idea today. You know my nickname is Magical Mike, right? Well, the reason my nickname is Magical Mike, I'm not a stripper. That would be Magic Mike. He has abs. I just have one ab right down here. You can't see it on the camera because I purposely cut it out of the shot so you don't see how fat I still am. Anyway, I'm much skinnier than I used to be. They call me Magical Mike, and that's my nickname because I am a professional performing magician. I don't do kid shows. You're not going to see balloon animals by me or a magic coloring book, but you'll see some cool telepathic type stuff and little card tricks here and there and fun stuff. And yeah, I do that a lot. So when I got the idea, everybody says you got to have a regular time period where you come on, where you do stuff. So I said, all right, I'll come up with subjects that I could talk about every week. And every Monday, we'll have a Magical Monday live stream. How about that? And every Magical Monday live stream, no matter what we're going to talk about, if we're going to talk about crossband repeaters in the sky, or we're going to talk about, I don't know, how to use a 7300 for FT8, which I will do something on that, or how to use a 9700 to hit repeaters, or hit a hotspot, like a open spot 4, I'll do that too. But I'll open every Magical Monday live stream, which I haven't figured out a time yet. I don't want to step on anybody else's toes, so I got to figure out what works on Mondays. I will do a live stream every Monday. It'll be Magical Mike Monday live stream or Mike's Magical Monday stream, something like that. I'll come up with a title. And I'll start doing that, and then you get to see magic tricks. Oh, and don't let me forget, if any of you want to upgrade your license, gee, what is that sticker on my microphone, Mike? Oh, that's hamradioprep.com. Hamradioprep.com. You go there, use the code HAMFUN, and you get 20% off any course you buy. Not bad, huh? That's what I do for you. I'm not making any money at this. You might as well make some. Save a little money. Magical Mike is putting out a free code, HAMFUN, and you can put that on hamradioprep.com and get a course for free. You could take your tech, your general, or your extra course to learn what you need to know to get your license and pass the FCC test. And they promise you will pass the FCC test. So you have those 3 courses you could take. I highly suggest buying all 3 of them at the same time because you get a bigger discount. And what can I tell you? I'm Italian. Every penny counts. All right. The antenna has not started moving yet. This is going to be a pass that is going to last from 8:00. What time is it rise? Acquisition is, oh, now it says acquisition of signal is 8:12. It's supposed to be 8:05. or no, 807, I think. All right, well, 812, it's gonna rise. So, by the way, if any of you hunt POTA, I have the Ham Alert app running, and you want to get Jason, Ham Radio 2.0. Right now, he's doing POTA at Park Kilo 3080 on, what frequency is he on? Jason is on 14296. So if you want to talk to Jason on hunt him on Parks on the Air, he's on 14296 right this minute, which is 8:08 Friday evening, August 4th. So if you're watching this another time, don't bother. He ain't there. He could be, but I don't think so. Anyway, the satellite is just about up the horizon. Just give you a little sample of my magic. Look, here's my finger. You see my finger right here? It looks normal, right? Until I just give it a little wiggle and pull it off. There it goes. Just pulling it off and on. There you go. And then just put it back and everything's fine. How about them apples? That's just stupid. I know. That was just a stupid trick. Just killing time. Killing time. The ISS has just crossed the United States border, and it is over. Where's it over? Let's see the geochron. It looks like it's over Oregon right now. There we go. Yeah, it's right over Oregon. Yeah, it's going to be coming diagonal across the state. It's going to pass to my northeast. Very close, 60-degree pass. I am hoping that we may get an astronaut on this pass, since it's like the beginning of the weekend for them. And they might be on the air today, because they can only do it in their off time. If you watch the video that I posted on my Facebook and on my Twitter, the astronaut there is explaining that they have to, their off time is not always when they're over the United States or they're over a certain landmass. They could be out over the Pacific during their off time, and they can't make contacts with anybody here. So it's very hard for them to coordinate it so that they can do it because it's all just a hobby for fun. Although sometimes they conduct scientific experiments. Last week they did a slow scan TV image for the point of teaching people how to do satellite stuff, how to contact satellites. So that's pretty cool. All right, so we are almost there. I'm looking at the screen. The diamond is right at the green dot. Let's switch to the satellite view so you can get a look at what is going on here. Anybody wants to chat, send me a message on YouTube or Rumble, and I'll get it, and I'll put it on the screen so everybody can see it. So if you want to tell me to shave the beard, tell me to shave the beard. I trimmed it today, and I almost screwed it up again. I swore I wasn't going to do that again. I was just going to wait till my friend Andrea, who cuts my hair, can do it. All right, you notice the antenna has moved. It has changed position. I'm going to put the earphones on, because that's how I can hear the radio clearly. And we'll get ready to turn the volume up. I'm going to wait until it climbs to about, I don't know, maybe 5 or 6 degrees above the horizon. The direction it's looking in is it's north-northeast. And that's trees by me. So we might not get this right away. We might not be able to talk on it until it's about 30 degrees in the air. Make sure my antenna's in the right position. It is. I checked the SWR earlier today. It's only 2. The screen on the radio says more, but I might be reading it wrong. We have a noise level right now. Let's see what's on 70 centimeters. Oh, I got it. There goes the chirp. The satellite is at the horizon. All right, I turned off. Come on. It won't let me change it. Okay. Up here we have the SWR. When I key the mic, you can see it. See, it looks like it's up to 5, but when I measure it with a meter, it's only 3. And I'm measuring it in the same spot. I don't know what's going on. I'm not worried. Not going to blow up the radio on this pass. Alrighty, the satellite has risen. Turn the volume up, see if we hear anything. I like to watch the waterfall on the bottom here and see if I get any little marks. There we go. We just had something went by. If there was anything I would improve on this radio, it would be to make the numbers smaller so the waterfall can be bigger. in a situation like this, so you can see more of the waterfall. All right, nobody's chatting. I'm not getting it if they are. Let's check the YouTube channel. All right, it's there. Oh, okay, I'm in the wrong live feed. Oh, yeah, I'm still listening for the bird while I'm messing with the YouTube. Has anybody noticed how slow YouTube is in switching screens? Is that just me? Is it my computer? Shouldn't be my computer. All right, there's the live screen. Ooh, Mike and Andy Cowley Friday night. Ooh, what is that? I'm going to watch that when I'm done with my live stream. That's not starting for a little while yet. Let me make sure I turn the volume down on this so we don't feedback. You're not missing anything, folks. There's nobody talking on the ISS yet. And if they were, I wouldn't be able to talk to them anyway because I can't. All right, that is muted. The chat is there. Pop that out. Now I'm hearing people. Okay, somebody sent something in chat. They said, K6 SUD, did you do the zoom upgrade on your Geochron? Yes, I did. I did do the zoom upgrade on my Geochron. All right, we're starting to get people here. Let's see what we can accomplish here. Go back to the satellite screen so you can see. Let's start making some contacts.
KO4PDI, Whiskey X-ray 8 Victor, 454.
Whiskey X-ray 8 Victor. Who's that? Gregory. Whiskey X-ray 8 Victor. I'm not getting it yet. Kilo Oscar 4, Papa Delta India, Echo Lima 99, Whiskey 8 X. Whiskey X. Whiskey X-ray 8 Victor, Kilo Oscar 4, Papa Delta India. Whiskey X-ray 8 Victor, Kilo Oscar 4, Papa Delta India. QSL?
KO4PDI, November 3, Papa Foxtrot, November 00.
November 3, Papa Sierra Uniform, Kilo Oscar 4, Papa Delta India. Thanks for the QSO.
73. Victor, Echo Mike 78. Whiskey Victor from November 2, Mike Tango Mike, Echo Lima 96.
November 2, Mike Tango Mike, Kilo Oscar 4, Papa Delta India. Whiskey X-ray 8 Victor, Kilo Oscar 4, Papa Delta India. All right, so we got Mike McHale down in.
Number 2, MTM, November 3, Papa Sierra Uniform. Foxtrot, November 00.
Oh, so far there's 3 of us on here.
KOY Bravo 4 Tango. Echo Mike 79.
Kilo Bravo 4 Tango, Kilo Oscar 4, Papa Delta India.
Kilo Oscar 4.
Somebody's stepping on him. Stop jamming.
Bravo 4 Tango Lima.
Kilo Bravo 4 Tango Lima. What is the rest of your call sign? KO4PDI. Somebody's jamming.
November 3, Papa Zulu Uniform, November 2, Mike Tango Mike. I copy you, 73. 73.
Anybody get Kilo Bravo 4 Tango Lima? What's the last letter out of his call sign?
I copy you, Mike. Too many yammers tonight.
Kilo Bravo 4 Tango Lima. I didn't get the rest of your call sign. Am I getting that right? He's an Echo Lima 99? No way.
Hello, Bravo, Echo Lima Hotel, November 3, Papa CU, Foxtrot, November 00.
All right, Greg, thanks for the rest of your call sign. KO4PDI. I got you in the book. Kilo Bravo 4 Tango Lima Hotel. That was his call sign. Kilo Oscar 4, Papa Delta India, Echo Lima 99, live on YouTube right now.
November Yankee 4, Juliet Foxtrot, Echo Lima 95.
NY4 JF KO4 PDI. Hello, Jeffrey in Florida also. Nice to meet you.
You too, QSL, thanks for the contact. Charlie Oscar 2 Echo Sierra Papa, November 2 Mike Tango Mike.
That's a Cuban station he's calling. Hey, Miguel, what was that Cuban station you just got?
He will be available. I mean, he had a chance. His name is right there, Charlie Oscar 2 Echo Sierra Papa.
Charlie Oscar 2, Echo Sierra Papa. Wake up. You out there? This is Kilo Oscar 4, Papa Delta India. That's a Cuban station. That'd be pretty cool. Charlie Oscar 2, Echo Sierra Papa. Do you read? Please copy. Kilo Oscar 4, Papa Delta India. He's not coming back. That stinks. And the bird is like right over him now. He's trying.
Charlie Oscar 2 Echo Sierra Papa, November 2 Mike Tango Mike.
Oh, now it's I want to get him.
Kilo Papa 4 Mike Victor.
Kilo Papa 4, Mike Victor. Copy. Kilo Oscar 4, Papa Delta India. That guy's in Puerto Rico.
Roger 4 Kilo 6 QSL.
QSL, Echo Lima 99.
Hola, buenas noches, Gabriel. Noviembre 3, Café 4. Noviembre 2 Mike Tango Mike.
November 2, Mike Tango Mike. He's speaking Spanish. He's showing off. We got 7 contacts on this pass. That was a great pass. It's just about to set. But I'm still hearing it. It's only 7 degrees above the horizon, and I still got it. Kilo Oscar 4, Papa Delta India, Echo Lima 99.
Are you streaming, Mike?
Yes, I am, Miguel. I'm out there. November 2, Mike Tango Mike. Somebody's trying to get in, but it's breaking up because it's setting right now. We're at 4 degrees.
November 2 Mike Tango Mike, Echo Lima 96.
Kilo Oscar 4, Papa Delta India. It's gone. We lost it. It's over. Okay. Hey, whoa, but that was great. We got freaking 7 contacts on that. And I got my friend Miguel from down in Fort Myers, and he's the one that was speaking Spanish. I'm jealous. I wish I knew Spanish. I got to learn Spanish. By the way, like the NASA hat, it's only appropriate. What if we got an astronaut? At least I got to say I had a NASA hat on when I was talking to him. Anyway, did you guys like that? I had a good time. Let me just kill this mic. Urgh. All right. I should put that mixer closer to me, shouldn't I? So I don't have to go reaching like that. Hey, you live and you learn. By the way, like I said in the beginning, I'm going to be switching over on Mondays. I'm going to come up with a regular time on Mondays that I can stream live so that every week at a certain time, you will know when to come find me. I got to figure out a good time, and I got to figure out when I'm not going to cross over somebody else's live stream. I don't want to do that. I know Mike K8MRD is going on tonight. He's got a video he's doing with Andy Cowley. Andy is always here. He must not be here because he's getting ready for his stream. Anyway, I just want you to know I love doing this. Every Monday, we'll be doing something called Magical Mike's Monday Ham Radio Fest, or we'll come up with some simple name. And every Monday at a certain time, I will come on and do at least an hour. And sometimes we can make contacts. If we got a contact coming on, a satellite coming over at those times, we could do a satellite contact, or I could just talk. You can ask me anything. K6SUD, how you doing, man? Hey, you asked me before, did I get the zoom on my Geochron? Let's see. I'll see if I can answer your question here. Yeah, there we go. We put that up on the screen. We click down to the right. Once, hit zoom, hit back, and guess what happens? Bam! All you get is the United States of America. Is that the coolest thing? I love that. Yeah, I learned about that when they first came out with it, and I was really thrilled with it. So yeah, and I can even put me on the screen. So K6SUD, thanks so much for coming. Thank you for calling it awesome. I'm glad you did. I'm glad you were here to have fun with it. So yeah, how did you get in? Are you coming in on Rumble, or are you... Oh, you had to send yours back. Gee, you know what's funny? I thought I was going to have to send mine back, and then all of a sudden it updated. In other words, they sent out a thing telling me I was updated. I went to do it. I couldn't find out how to do it. I had like six emails back and forth with them, and because they only read their email at 5:30 at night. So by the time they read it, they send you a one-line answer. Oh, what version do you have? You send back the version you have, and then they don't answer it till the next day at 5:30. They say, oh, since you have that version, that's not the right version. You got to wait for the update. You didn't get the update. I said, but yeah, your Geochron said I was updated. I don't get it. But hey, it's a small company. They don't have a lot of people there. So what are you going to do? I'm going to go back to my previous view. Come on, go down to the left. Hit that, and we're back to normal. It's going to open up bigger. Give it a second. There you go. Okay. Takes a sec. What it is, the Geochron is like a little computer. And it gets this information. That black rectangle on the bottom left is actually when they're in sunlight. Like right now you see the ISS is right in the center here, the yellow circle. And when they're not in sunlight, that camera shuts off. It just goes black. But when they get back into sunlight, you see the Earth moving past under them, right in this window on the bottom left, which is pretty freaking cool if you ask me. Yeah, I love the Geochron. I've had it about a year. Oh man. Yeah, it did the email dance too. I got so frustrated with them. I said, this is not a way to run a business. I don't care if you have to hire somebody to just sit there and answer emails all day. But every day at 5:30 is the only time they answer their emails. So every day you send them an email anytime during the day. They don't look at it until 5:30 at night Eastern. Then they look at it and they send you a one-line response to tell you, ask you a question like, what version do you have? Do you have Atlas 2? Do you have the hard one? Do you have what? What they should have done is sent me a video or sent me a thing saying, if you have the correct update, when you go to this page, you will see this, click on this, and that makes it work. If you don't see that, it's not working. Send it in. That's what they do that. That's what they should do. Yeah, that's some business model. I agree, man. K6SUD. Who's K6SUD? Let's go look them up. I don't know you. I probably do know you, but I don't know you. Todd from California. Hey, Todd, thanks for watching, man. This is your dinner time. Yeah, so thank you very much for doing that. I'm glad you stopped by. I love having guests. I love people coming in. If you ever want to get on the stream with me, let me know. Mike K8MRD taught me how to do that, so I could actually bring other people into my live stream from time to time using StreamYard. So we'll look into that. I'm learning little by little. Oh, you just found my channel. Excellent, excellent. Did you? I'm wondering. Did you see it on Twitter or YouTube or Facebook? Did you see like a notice or something, or did you just search satellite stuff and came up with my channel? How did that work? He's giving me a thumbs up. Yeah, he said he just found my channel. See? So I'm glad you found it. Subscribe. I'm going to have perks. By the way, I will be going to Huntsville Hamfest in a couple of weeks, and I will be hanging out with the YouTubers on Friday up at Monsanto State Park. We will be doing live Parks on the Air activations. I'll bring my 705 and my that's in my Go box. YouTube while surfing. Well, damn. Thank you, Todd, for coming and seeing my channel. I do this every week. I got 21 straight weeks of doing live every week, so I'm gonna keep going on that. Hopefully people like it. I do shorts. I did a little short talking about this to experiment and see if that catches on, if it gets watched a lot. Oh, cool. Wow. I'll have to find your YouTube channel and follow you too, Todd. I'd love to. Me, I'm Ham Fun at with KO4PDI. That's me. I want to have ham fun. I'll give you an example of what caused me to want to do this. Number one, my Elmer begged me. He wanted me to do a YouTube channel. Number two, I was at the DX dinner at Huntsville last year. And at that DX dinner, a man came up to talk about ham radio. And the first thing he said was, you get three ham radio operators in a room, and in 10 minutes you have 2 clubs. Well, that is about the most true statement I've ever heard in my life. Now that I'm into ham radio, there are some characters. There are some real characters in ham radio. Some of them didn't like me in the beginning because they just thought I was some young whippersnapper. Got a lot of money, so I'm going to buy a lot of radios and get on the air. And he'll lose it. He won't. It's just a fad. He won't partake. No, I love this stuff. It's over 2 years now, and I love doing ham radio, and that's why I started this page. I have friends that I talk to on weekly nets. If you notice, I have an advertisement underneath me talking about our weekly net down here in Florida. It's the Honey Badgers of Flagler County. We do it every Thursday night at 8 p.m. Eastern, 000 Zulu. Come and join our thing. Sometimes we get people from Japan, from Korea. We've gotten people from, a lot of guys from Michigan come there. They also have a net. It's called the Zombie Alert Net. That's at 7 o'clock Eastern every Thursday night. So Thursday nights, I got 2 nets. I do them every week. And there's a few of those guys that are, pretty left-wing. And you know what? I don't care. I'm not left-wing. I'm a conservative. I got a cross sitting right next to my head over here. And I keep the American flag up behind me. And every time I am the net control station for the net on Thursday nights, I say the Pledge of Allegiance first after asking if there's any emergency traffic. That's who I am. That's who I am. And that's why I do that. So this page is for fun. You can post on this page. If you have ham radio events happening by you and you want to get the word out, feel free to post it on my Ham Fun with KO4PDI page on Facebook. Join my Facebook group. And you could post your announcements there. You're more than welcome to. No politics. And I mean, not even if I agree with everything you post, it ain't going to be on that page because I don't want to offend people. Like I said at the beginning, I am a performing magician. I do magic. And I will, when I start these Monday afternoon live streams, I will open every live stream with a magic trick that will blow your freaking mind. So, yeah, some of it will be audience participation too. So you'll want to be there so that you can get in on it and see how it works. On that note, I think we're done. There is another ISS pass that's only 7 degrees. CAS4B is over right now. It's a pretty high pass, but CAS4B is not working. Every time I've tried it, it hasn't worked. As a matter of fact, let's just check the AMSAT site and go to CAS4B. Nope, it hasn't worked. since August 2nd was the last time anybody heard it. So, yeah, it ain't there. So I just skip them. If you want to know what pages to go to, if you look at this page here, go to amsat.org. Let's start there so I can show you exactly where to click. Delete that. This is amsat.org. All right, amsat.org. On this page, this is the Amateur Radio and Space Corporation. They're the ones that provide all this information to us. Here's a bunch of stuff you can see about it. Here's a guy in a shirt and tie doing a satellite contact with a radio. That's cool. And they have all kinds of projects they do. And if you come to this page, you go on satellite info and scroll down to see current status. If you want to know if the satellite you're trying to get is actually on the air, go to this place where it says current status. Once you're on the current status page, this is what you'll see. And you see a bunch of red and blue and orange and yellow. And you may see a purple from time to time, but only when somebody talks to an astronaut. Give an example. Here's ISS-FM. Over here we have 3 contacts. 2 of them say crew active. So 2 people talked to an astronaut on this pass. Let's hope they did. I don't know if they did or not because I didn't hear of it in the past. Usually, if there's an astronaut contact, there's so many of us trying to contact the ISS or using the crossband repeater. When he comes on, okay, everybody stops talking to each other and just aims at the ISS. So usually if there really was an astronaut on it, there'd be like 15 reports of astronauts on here. So that probably wasn't really an astronaut contact. They might have thought they talked to somebody on the ISS when really they were just talking to another ham. That's very possible. But I go through this page and you look at the satellites with a lot of blue. Blue means, if you look on the top here, transponder repeater active. Yellow means telemetry beacon only. Red means got no signal. Orange is conflicting reports, and purple is ISS crew active. So you're only going to see purple on the ISS FM repeater. That's the only place you'll see it. Now, if you scroll down, notice the ISS data has been down since July. It has not worked at any day during August. Let's see. ISS FM has been active, but here you got a conflict. Somebody heard it and somebody didn't hear it. You can look up their call signs and see where they are. One was DM14 was the grid square. The other one doesn't have a grid square, but they made a report that they didn't hear it. This guy did hear it, so we don't know where the guy was that didn't hear it. But then you have this JO97. That's pretty reliable. You can put that in your list and try to get it. Lilac Sat 2, it's been heard, but not often. Notice there's a lot of yellow and orange and red ones in here. It's not as dependable. QO100NB, I don't try that one because it really doesn't go over my country at all, ever. It's in a geostationary orbit. PO101, I've actually gotten that a few times, but you can see that one's also intermittent. RS-44 is pretty reliable. RS-44 is a Russian satellite. I try to explain this every time I talk about this satellite. Something weird happened with this satellite. Picture of this remote control was the second stage of the rocket. And this little blue jump drive was the satellite at the end of the second stage. And it's traveling through space. Well, guess what happened? Satellite did not separate from the second stage of the rocket. So the second stage of the rocket is now in orbit with the satellite. And I try to explain this to people, they don't understand it. A satellite does not fly straight and level through the sky like an airplane. What happens is it tumbles. It's tumbling as it goes through like that. As it tumbles, this satellite is at the end of it. So anytime the booster comes between me and the satellite like that, I'm not going to hear the satellite. And then as it starts coming back, coming around and coming back, now I pick up the satellite and I pick it up until it tumbles out of range again. So remember that when you're doing RS-44 and RS-44 is like 800 miles up. So its footprint covers the entire North American continent. You literally can go from Alaska to Florida on it if you get it at the right time and if it's in the right place. So remember that with RS-44. Although, when it works great. SO50 is another one that's pretty regular, but notice we got a red thing here. What time was that? That was at 21:46 to 59 UTC, which was probably about 3 hours, 4 hours ago. It might have been in darkness. Sometimes when these satellites go into darkness, they shut them off to save battery life. They only turn it on when it's in sunlight. The Tavel satellites have been very active. There are 8 of them. There was an Israeli school that put them up there. All 8 of them travel in a train around the Earth. They're not right next to each other. They're pretty far apart. But you'll get them one right after the other will keep coming by. But they only activate 2 or 3 at a time. So if you look here, Tavel 4 is active and Tavel 7 is active. There goes Tavel 1 through 8. So those 2 are active. So if those are coming over, what did I say, 7 and 4? Tavel 4 is, it's only going to be 1 degree past. Never mind. Tavel 7 at about 11 o'clock tonight is going to be at a 51 degree pass. I'm not going to be up for that. I'll be in bed. By the way, I'm looking at this screen now, looking at the future predictions on the top right here. You could also, this is the SatBox output. I sent an email to Keith at SatBox at CSN Technologies. I'm going to try to get him on here live with us to teach you how to use this. And I have a second SatBox that I've never set up. And we'll do it live on a stream, and you guys can watch. And I'll have Keith on here also as a live stream. And maybe, you know, if I run into any glitches, I will let you know. And you'll get to see it live. I mean, I sound like I'm a real scholar in this. I'm not. In the words of M. Scott Peck, I know nothing. I'm still learning. I'm a brand new ham. I only got my license let's see. Actually, I've had my general 2 years ago this month. Actually today, I think, is 2-year anniversary of my general license. My tech I got in April of 2021. So I've been a ham for like 2 years and 2 months. I'm a rookie. I'm a baby. I'll listen to anybody. I'll learn from anybody. I just happen to really love this idea of satellites. So that's why I switched to it. So if you want to learn more, come here, subscribe to my channel, send me messages, email me. You can email me at KO4PDI, KO4PDI at 1791.com. Send me an email that way. It was great having you guys on here. K6 SUD, you did a good job, man, keeping me honest and active. Everybody go say hi to K6 SUD. See if you got, have I ever done a QSO with you, buddy? Let's see. No, we've never done one. Oh, bummer. Okay, whatever. I don't think I have anything else for this evening. You guys have a great night. I'll flip over to my logbook. Boy, we got some things to log here. I'm going to go to EQSL and be busy all night. I know it. FT8's been so good today. I got so many contacts. Let's see. On August 4th, let's scroll down to see how many contacts I got today. Here it is right here. 90. I have made 90 contacts today. Whew. And I didn't even add these 6 in yet. Or 7. We got 7 tonight. So, yeah. Wow. I made 90 contacts. See? There's the first one where the flag is for 8-4. That's number 90. Woo, cool. Anyway, hey, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I enjoy doing this. I enjoy seeing you guys and talking to you guys. So come back often. And this is Kilo Oscar 4, Papa Delta India. Remember, 20% off. hamradioprep.com, where you can learn to get your tech, your general, and your extra license test questions so you pass the FCC test and get your license. On that note, I will wish you a fond adieu. Come back often. Hit the bell so you're alerted every time I come on. I do this a lot. This is my second live stream today, so I hope you enjoyed that. This is Kilo Oscar 4, Papa Delta India, wishing you a fond adieu. Have a great night. Have a great weekend. 73.